Hello guys and welcome to my first tutorial. So today we are in central London. We're getting a bit of a lens flare through here. We're going to be filming a tutorial today on zooming transitions. So we're going to be figuring out how we can use zooming transitions to really up the level of our videos. You can use them to go from the ground shots up into the air for drone shots. You can also use them for going from wide angle shots to really, tight shots. They can be used really well if you do them well. So let's have a look at a little sequence that I've created this evening, and then we'll go into the computer and I'll tell you how you can edit them better. Peace! So there you have it guys, we filmed a couple of clips. I know there's not too many, but the sun was going down way quicker than I thought it was, so I didn't have too much chance to film some really great content. I'll try and get some more clips for the next tutorial that I do, but hopefully we can get a really good idea and a representation of what a zoom transition can do, and then you guys can get some ideas about how you can implement those into your videos. I think the key is a few little tweaks that you can do, not only with applying a transition, but to smooth those out when you're actually editing your video, and I'm going to show you those now. So let's pop onto the computer and we can see how we can firstly download those transitions, then add those transitions, and then make them perfect for your video. So guys, here we are, we're at the computer. What we're going to do is we're going to go through two of the transitions. So we're going to go through a zoom in transition and then a zoom out transition, just so we've kind of got both. So these are the shots that I filmed in the little sequence that you saw just before, just so you have some reference. So first of all, we're going to go for the zoom in transition. So we have two shots here. So one shot is a shot of it going over the wall, so it's a wide shot, filmed in slow motion. And then what we're going to do is we're going to then zoom into a shot of these boats here, so a kind of close-up of these boats. So I'm going to trim this clip down. So in all, it's just over 10 seconds long. Let's have a little look here. So it goes from wide angle over the ledge, kind of revealing those boats, and then it cuts to that shot of the close-up of the boats. Now these shots are both filmed at 120 frames per second, so they're nice in slow motion. So I downloaded my zoom transitions from two places, so I've got two different ones. One is from a really talented YouTuber called Ryan Nangle, and I'll link his videos below, and also I'll link his store, because you can download these transitions for free, or you can get like a full pack where you can pay for them, which I would recommend doing. And I also got some transitions from a place called M Transitions. I'll also link their website below. They allow a bit more customization where you can pick a point on the screen where to zoom in to. So we'll drag that over the two clips here, and let's have a look how that kind of looks on our screen. Okay, so nice, it's provided us with a zoom, however, it's really abrupt. It's really kind of sudden. Because this clip's a slow motion that I've chosen, it looks too sudden for my clip. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the end of it, of the transition, and we're going to drag it out. So we can kind of make it as long or as short as you want. I think just 2 seconds or just below is perfect. So let's kind of have a look how that looks now. Okay, zooming in. See a much more progressive zoom, so it makes a lot more sense. Now, some people may say that that's okay and that's kind of finished now, but there's a few things that you can do, especially on the second clip, to make it run a little bit smoother, because it zooms in and then it kind of stops. So there's something you can do to really smooth out that clip if the second clip, or even both clips, are stationary. Now the first clip already has some movement in it, and that's really important in making the transition more fluid. So if you kind of think and plan your shots beforehand, you can make them even better. But what we're going to do on the second clip is we're going to set a keyframe at 100%. So if you look over on the right hand side of my screen, I've got the scale all, I'm going to keyframe that to 100% on that clip once it's been selected. I'm going to go to the end of the clip, 1 frame in, and I'm going to change that number to 135. Now you can kind of choose whatever number you want, whatever kind of seems fit. You could even go a little bit more than that if you wanted, maybe to 140-ish. It really, you know, it only just depends on your clips and how you feel it is in your edit. So let's have a look at that. So we're moving in on the first shot, got some nice movement. We then zoom in, and the kind of zoom keeps going, so it just feels a lot more fluid. So you're going to be zooming into that shot, and then with some kind of post-production, you're creating that then zoom to make the shot look more fluid if it didn't have any movement in it when you shot it. So that's a zoom in transition that looks really, really nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at a zoom out transition. So what we're going to do is we're going to select one of the clips from the river, so you can see some water behind me here. So I'm going to drag that one in. And then I'm going to use the clip of myself, sorry, I just muted myself from talking, coming out and then having a chat with you guys after I film that sequence. So I'm going to cut my second clip to where the camera starts moving away. As you can see, that just starts moving away. So in the second clip here, I already have some movement. Now in the first clip, it's stationary apart from a side pan there. So again, on the first clip, I'm going to create some of my own movement. But this time, instead of starting at 100 and ending at, say, 140%, I'm going to start at 140%. And I'm going to keyframe that. And at the end of the video, frame in, whoop, make sure you've clicked it. I'm going to end at 100%. I'm going to add that zoom out transition. I'm going to extend the zoom transition just below 2 seconds. There you go. And then let's have a look how that looks. So it's kind of zooming out, zooming out, zooming out along with the pan, and then the zoom transition, and it comes out into me talking. So it looks really, really fluid and really nice, and it's kind of seamless. So yeah, it's looking really, really good. So yeah guys, that's a zoom in transition and a zoom out transition, and how you can use keyframes and manual kind of zooming in post-production to just make that transition a lot smoother. You can make the transitions more harsh and shorter if the clips are really fast moving, but with the clips that I chose, being them 120 frames per second, I chose to stretch them out and make them a bit slower. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. What I'd really like to know is what you guys want to know next, so be it like an editing process or be it another transition or anything at all, please do leave a comment down below. But yeah, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, timfoster_LDN. I'll be reading all your comments and seeing what comes up. And also, if you have any ideas, check out my videos on Instagram because that might give you some inspiration. But yeah, peace, see you in the next one.